The Warmth of a Revolution, reclaiming the story of Alice H. Parker. In the heart of winter, when the gentle hum of a furnace breathes warm air through your vents, you are experiencing a legacy. Not just of modern engineering, but of one brilliant trailblazing woman whose ingenuity changed the way we live. Her name was Alice H. Parker. And for decades, her story was nearly lost to history, her image almost erased. Alice H. Parker was born in 1895 in the vibrant community of Morristown, New Jersey. While specific details of her early family life are sparse, a common tragedy for many African Americans of her era, we know she was a child of the Gilded Age, a time of immense industrial progress that often excluded people who looked like her. Her upbringing was likely modest, and the cold New Jersey winters were a tangible, harsh reality. The primary source of heat at the time was inefficient wood burning fireplaces. These fireplaces were dangerous, labor intensive, requiring constant stocking of wood, and ineffective at heating an entire home evenly. The cold was more than an inconvenience, it was a genuine threat. This first-hand experience with the inadequacy of existing heating methods became the fuel for her revolutionary idea. In an era where higher education for women, and particularly black women, was a rare privilege, Alice H. Parker was an exception. She received her education at Howard University Academy, a prestigious preparatory school connected to the renowned Howard University in Washington, D.C. She educated with high honors in 1910, providing her exceptional intellect and dedication from a young age. Historical records are silent on whether she married or had children. What they do reveal, however, is a mind sharp enough to challenge the status quo. On December 23rd, 1919, Alice H. Parker did what few women of many races had done. She was granted a U.S. patent number 1325905 for her revolutionary heating furnace. Her invention was nothing short of visionary. It was the first system to use natural gas piped from a central source to heat an entire home. Key features of her design were groundbreaking. Natural gas as fuel. She moved away from wood and coal, proposing a cleaner, more efficient energy source. Central air ducts. Her design featured a system of air ducts that could be controlled individually, allowing heat to be distributed to different rooms, the very foundation of the zoned central heating system we use as of today. safety, and efficiency. By containing the combustion in a single central furnace, her design reduced the fire hazard posed by multiple fireplaces. In her invention was addressed a critical need for safety, efficiency, and comfort, laying the direct groundwork for the forced air central heating systems that will become standard in the 20th century. Despite her brilliant patent, Alice Parker faced immense barriers. As a black woman in the early 1900s, she lacked the capital, manufacturing connections, and social capital to commercialize her invention herself. There is no evidence she ever profited significantly from her patent, a common story for marginalized inventors whose ideas were co opted by others. The most insidious attempt to erase her, however, came decades later. For years, many publications and organizations, when they mentioned her invention at all, used a photograph of a white woman to represent Alice H. Parker. This act of historical replacement was a profound injustice, attempting to whitewash a black inventor out of her own narrative and conform her story to a more palatable image of invention. It was a direct assault on her identity and her rightful place in history. Thanks to the diligent work of historians, particularly at her alma mater, Howard University, Alice H. Parker's story and true legacy are being restored. She is now rightfully celebrated as a pioneering figure in both engineering and African American history. Alice H. Parker passed away in 1920, just 1 year after receiving her landmark patent. While the exact location of her death is not publicly documented, her legacy is firmly rooted in her hometown of Morristown, New Jersey. The next time you feel the warmth of your home on a cold day, remember Alice H. Parker. Remember her intellect, her perseverance against immense societal odds, and her revolutionary vision. Her story is a powerful reminder that history is often written by the privileged, but it can be and must be rewritten by the truth. She was a black woman who brought warmth to the world, and we will no longer let her story grow cold. Thanks for listening.